I am Andrea Good, and I interviewed two men who were stationed in Vietnam during the Vietnam War. Mike Krueger is currently an insurance salesman for Northwestern Mutual Life. As a teenager at the age of 19, he was a U.S. Marine stationed in Vietnam during the Vietnam War. Mike was stationed on an outpost called LZ Russell, located 3 miles south of the DMZ. DMZ stands for Demilitarized Zone, which was the dividing line between North and South Vietnam. Mike was a radio operator with the 3-man forward observer team. Steve Gustafson is currently an art teacher at Sentinel High School. He was a boat captain with River Reconnaissance Unit 15 in the Mekong Delta during the Vietnam War. His unit was an assault patrol boat known as the Muddy Water Sailors. He received 2 Purple Hearts because he was severely wounded by rocket shrapnel.
Actually, I was getting called in to go into the Army, and I didn't want to do the Army, so I went and enlisted in the Navy. And then when I was stationed at Alameda, which is a little island between San Francisco and Oakland, I got my orders to go to the USS Enterprise. Well, we were standing guard for the Enterprise, and I didn't want to be on a big ship. So I went over to the career counselor there at the base and said, what can I do to get out of those orders? And he said that the best thing you could probably do is put your name on the master list for Vietnam and draw a ship off the coast. So that's what I did. And instead of getting a ship off the coast, I got a 5-man boat in the Delta.
So a forward observer team is made up of 3 people, and a lieutenant, a scout. My lieutenant was from Seattle, Washington. My scout was from Ottawa, Canada, and the radio operator, which I was. And we were charged with either going out with infantry companies into the jungle or going out by ourselves. And what we did was, if there were suspected enemy positions or we saw enemy troops or something like this, then we called in the heavy artillery for support to try to disrupt their afternoons or something like this. And from that standpoint, we were the team involved just in doing that particular part of it. We called in support to make sure that the infantry were a little bit safer.
Oh, my mother was very upset. You know, she kind of figured I was going to go off to college and do that sort of stuff. My dad was going like, well, that's a man's thing to do and stuff like that. So probably pretty typically what people would think. And they were watching the stuff on TV, all the stuff about Vietnam, and so they always thought I would always write letters and tell them, oh no, we're not doing very much. And then the government accidentally sent out a flyer to the community, and they ran a deal that I'd gotten a Purple Heart while I was over there. And my parents read it, and I was telling them I was just going, oh, we're just floating around the rivers and not doing a lot. And then she kind of found out different, so the back doorway.
How do you feel about